So it said that these housemates lacks the brain, or they are just playing dumb at this moment, because this is the fourth week and this is the second time that this housemate lost their wager. The housemate lost this week's wager. And the funniest part of losing this week's wager is because they were overconfident. Like their confidence was too much on their side, and they decided to wager 100% of their shopping allowance. And guys, you know what 100% means? When it comes to wager performance for this season, Big Brother has always given the housemates option to wager any percentage of their weekly shopping allowance. And after winning back-to-back wager, they thought, okay, let's just go for 100%. And then today they went for 100%. But for people that went for 100%, the amount of time and work and rehearsal they put into winning this week's wager wasn't what Big Brother was looking forward for. Big Brother congratulated them on some part where they did well, and also also called them out on some parts of the wager presentation that they failed woefully. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you details of everything that happened since Monday to today, leading to the wager presentation, and how this housemate performed, and also what contributed to them losing their wager tax presentation. I welcome you to today's episode. My name is Shooks. This is Powerhouse of Positivity. Let's dive into the topic of the video. Guys, on Monday, Big Brother gave this housemate the theme of this week's wager presentation, like he normally does on every Monday. So the theme of this week's wager presentation is Mjolo. I'm calling it the way I heard people say it, Mjolo, the Love Edition. So for us living in South Africa, there's this thing we always say when you mention Mjolo, kutense, ku hard. So I don't know what it means. I'm just hearing my fellow South Africans saying it. But as a Nigerian, seeing it from a Nigerian perspective, I think Mjolo is all about dating and the hard life of dating. Rough, it's rough, something like that. Tense, it's tense. So that's how I will narrate Mjolo to someone who is outside of South Africa. So for this week, we already know it's a week of love and Valentine, everything. So Big Brother tagged the week Mjolo, the Love Edition. And in this week, the tags that Big Brother wanted this housemate to carry out was he gave them a song, a love song, Valentine, and tagged this housemate to memorize the lyrics, put their own creativity into it, make the song their own, bring out chemistry and the romance, and then perform the song as a pair or as a couple. So let me repeat again. Big Brother gave this housemate a music, a love song, and he asked his housemate to put their own creativity into that love song and make it their own while they perform it. And as they are performing it, they should show excellent performing, and then also show chemistry and romance in their performance. So that was all that Big Brother wanted for this housemate. So they went into work mode, and remember, they already wagered 100% of their shopping allowance. So they started rehearsing, and Big Brother also helped them throughout this week by putting a couple of things together for this housemate to get them to open up and build that chemistry. The first thing Big Brother did was he organized a high tea party for this housemate, and then before the tea party they had a speed date, and then from that speed date this housemate have to score themselves, and then after, like Big Brother said, he was going to reveal who the king and queen is. So as we go through this video, I'm going to give you the names of those that won, of the people that won the king and queens. Guys, if this is your first time coming across my channel, I want to take this opportunity and say, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and then turn on your post notification so you will be notified any moment I drop a new video. So moving on, these housemates have been given their tags and they have started performing. Big Brother organized a tea party, a speed date, and then last night this housemate decided to kind of bring out the steaminess of what Valentine is all about, because we know in the world we live now, when you talk about Valentine, what comes to mind is sex. So for this housemate to bring out the steaminess and everything that comes with how we think Valentine should go. Yesterday night, I'm talking about lap dance. They were busy grinding on each other throughout last night, and Big Brother commended them for kind of opting out and bringing out that game by themselves without Big Brother asking them to do so. So kudos to the housemate for doing that. After everything that led up to this Thursday presentation, it was time for the presentation. Big Brother gave them the costume that they have to put on, because you know every Thursday, every Weja presentation, Big Brother provides these housemate materials just to get them ready for us on Thursday evening. So it came Thursday, and then this housemate decided to start performing. And guys, remember, the first thing Big Brother asks this housemate is to interpret the song. Interpret, emphasis on the interpret. Interpret this song, put your own creativity in that song, make it your own, and show chemistry and romance. That was the only thing Big Brother needed from this housemate. And from the onset, guys, I don't even understand what went wrong from the onset. From the first person Big Brother called to perform to the, let me say, last person, though I'll give out my honorable mention on the housemate that did well. But from the beginning to end, immediately these housemates started singing their song. It shows that they did not interpret what Big Brother gave them nicely. They did not understand. They did not cool down to get the meaning of what Big Brother asked them to do. Like, you are called to do a performance. You are not just called to come on stage and start walking like a zombie in the name of performing. And then in the name of performing, you are forgetting the lyrics. Even you are even talking to your partner on the next move that you have to do, since you had from Monday to Thursday to rehearse. This is something that if you'd have put more effort to, you would have rehearsed with your teammate, and you will know what step to take from beginning to end. It's a sequence of dance. You are performing, you rehearse, you have a stage. So that's what I was hoping to see this housemate do. But guys, they failed me. Off of the bat, Big Brother called on Yolanda and Taki to perform, and their performance was very mild, like nothing sparked or spoke romance when they were performing. They were just singing on stage and missing their lyrics. The only thing I can comment is the song that Big Brother chose for them. I know the song because it's one of my favorite songs, Zahara. May she rest in peace. So they sang Zahara's song, and that was the only good thing that I picked up from the song. And then the next thing I knew, coming towards the end of it, Yolanda decided to strip for Taki and decided to give Taki a lap dance. I think that is their own understanding of romance and their chemistry. I don't know. So moving on, we have Mile and Sinai. Sinai sat on his seat like a crosser king, and then Mile was facing the other housemate, and then they started performing. It was mine. I scored Yolanda and Taki's performance 5/10 because I'm just being in the mood of love. And then for Mile and Sinai, I just gave them 2/10 because that was the worst performance I've seen. Mile and Sinai. And then for Els and Mark Jr. Els and Mark Jr. started off giving us a good performance. There is a difference between giving us a good performance, because at the end of the day, it's a show and a performance is required. So they gave us a good performance, but they were kind of going off and on the key. And then Els decided to strip again. Yolanda did it, Els did it, Mile also did it. So we got to Lerato and Makeke. So Lerato and Makeke was giving their all. Like from the beginning, Lerato and Makeke was giving me a kind of music video kind of performance. But what got to me, or what kind of pissed me off, was halfway through the video or halfway through the performance, Makeke decided to slump and die. And I'm trying to understand, where is the romance? Are you too drunk in love that you have to slump and die? Like, where is the romance? Where is the chemistry between singing, performing with your girlfriend, and then slumping and dying, and her asking for help? So I didn't get it from start. They did well, but as they were getting to the middle of their performance, it was chaos. So from the performance, I scored them 10, but overall, I think let me just give them 5/10. And then for Z and Papa Ghost, Z and Papa Ghost kind of started well, and then you could see some touchy feelings. And then one thing, one thing that stood out was how the cameraman was so focused on looking at Sinaye's face and then turning back to looking at young Papi's face, and then turning back to Papa Ghost and Papa Ghost and Z. And the one part that caught me laughing was when kind of Z turned back, and Papa Ghost was kind of romancing her and touching her ass. Like you could see the touchy feeling. And then young Papi was there like all moody. If looks could kill, your Papa Ghost would have been 6 feet below. First performance that they did that kind of brought a little bit of chemistry, or romance. Let me say a little bit of romance from them. They were the first housemate that brought a little bit of romance. So moving on, we have Mpumi and Jared. Guys, let me just come out and say Mpumi and Jared, like these two housemates, I know people have their own perspective, or the way people view the show. The way I interpret the show is different from the way other people interpret the show. But you see, Mpumi and Jared, these are the two housemates that have stood on business from the get-go. Like this season promised us S'ya Mosha, trouble, chaos. That was the only thing this season promised us. And for the past 4 weeks now, we are in the 4th week. For the past weeks now, what's her name? Mpumi and Jared has been the only housemate that has been giving us content and drama back to back. Like everything these two people do is a hit and drama. So I wasn't surprised that whether the Lord of Valentine was on their side or the Lord of Chaos was on their side, but they ended up being paired together. And their performance, like, it started slow and then it had its climax, and then it also went down. Like it's like a roller coaster of performance. And my highlights of the whole performance was when Mpumi slapped Jared. Guys, I don't know if the slap was incorporated in the script that they wanted to play for us, but that slap, the sound of that slap woke anybody up. And all the housemates was like, hey, what happened? What did I miss? What did I miss? The people that caught it was like, are you sure this is real or are they acting? So that was how the other housemate felt. And you could see Liam at one side just smiling. Thank you for slapping him for me. That was from my own perspective though. So their performance was okay. I'll give them a solid 7. Their performance was okay. And then we have Mish and Shwanza. Guys, from the beginning of the performance, I kind of lost appetite of watching the performance, because all the other housemates have been shit. They haven't been interpreting what Big Brother asked them to do. They haven't been bringing their A game. So when Mish and Shwenza was going to perform, I wasn't looking forward to seeing anything different. But they brought their A game, and in a way, I think Shwenza was kind of giving Mish a blowjob mid performance. I don't know if I'm reading too much meaning into it, but that was what I saw. So let me know in the comment section. Is it? At the end of the day, Big Brother is a PG-18 show, but just let me know your thoughts in the comment section about the performance so far between Shwenza and Mish, and also the other housemates that I've caught. Let me know your thoughts on all these housemates and their performance. Who stood out for you? That's the question. Who stood out for you? And then, do you think that these housemates had a hand, or do you, in losing their wager, or do you think Big Brother was too harsh on them? Moving on, we had the young Papi and Pale. Guys, let me talk about Willie and Liema. Then we'll go back to young Papi and Pale. So Willie and Liema started performing. Everything was nice and smooth. They are performing. You could see them romancing each other, touching each other, getting closer to each other. And then minutes before their performance ended, they decided to share a kiss. And for some godly reason, best known to the production, they decided to start showing us the housemates instead of showing us people who are performing. Imagine Chris Brown performing, and then you take out the video to show me an audience dancing. I'm there to see Chris Brown, but it also goes to show what people have been speculating since, that Yema is the production favorite housemate, that they are doing everything to shove Riema to people's throat for people to like Riema, and anything Riema does in the show is golden. That's from what people are saying on Twitter and other social media. So for that kind of thing to happen, it goes to show, okay, people are not blind, they can see that, and the production is not even helping matters. Like, they are not even trying to hide it anymore. They are just putting it there in our face. You must like them, and you must like them, and you must like them. And I don't know if it might end up getting her to win the show. Kudos to her. But at the end of the day, it's us, the viewers, that have the right and then the power to choose the winner. Let's jump back to Young Papi and Pale. At the end of the day, everybody has a way of reasoning. Everybody have their own point of view. For me, Pale and Young Papi were the best housemates for this week's presentation. Like, everything from the beginning to start, they were giving romance, they were giving love, they were giving performance. Like, everything was top notch and high quality. So Young Papi and Pale were the best performing housemates for me this week. So kudos to them. So after the whole presentation, Big Brother decided it was time to call the names of the king and queen of the Valentine week. Judging from the housemates called this whole thing during their speed dating. And at the end of the day, Z and Sanaye were crowned the king and queen of this Valentine week. So kudos to them. And Big Brother later announced that they lost their wager. So Big Brother hinted the reason why they lost their wager is they missed the opportunity to interpret the love song. Remember, I hinted that out. They lacked romance. Their performance lacked romance, and shocking factor, that was the reason Big Brother thought that they didn't deserve to win this week's wager. Let me know your thoughts about everything that happened or everything that led up to today's wager presentation, and then how this housemate performed in your own point of view. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think this housemate deserved to win? Do you think Big Brother was a little bit harsh on this housemate? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.